G'day and welcome to the PTV Studio Part 2, or what we call PTV 2. You might remember, or if you've been following us at all, what you would have seen is we took a leap. No, it was probably more than a leap, it was a headfirst dive into the deep end of trying to achieve a level of excellence around virtual delivery. And so PTV1 was such a success for us that we thought, how do we go further? How do we make it grander? And how do we invest more at our end so that you're confident to invest at your end in building the capability of your people and your culture? So I'm going to take you for a tour behind the scenes in regards to what we've set up here at PTV2 and have a look at this state-of-the-art studio that we believe and our clients who we've been currently working with are suggesting is the leader in the market. So first of all, what we've done is we've taken an old photography studio here and set it up purpose-built, and it is literally a TV studio setup that we've got going on. So we've got tens of thousands of dollars worth of lights all scaffolded up here to make sure that our lighting is on point. Now, of course, lighting's one thing, sound's another. I'll talk about that in a second, but vision, of course, is critical. Here, what we've got set up are a series of cameras. We've got our PTZ 200 cameras, which they look small, but these are state-of-the-art cameras with an unlimited amount of angles which you can pre-book into the camera. So we've got 1, 2, 3 of these throughout the studio that are our main controlling functions that get our key angles. Now, these cameras are supplemented by some black magic pocketbook cameras, which you'll see we've got one here for our close-up and personal kind of view down the lens here, which we can do. So amongst these 4 cameras within this area, these are all controlled by a stream deck, which you'll see here where we have all of our cameras. So our facilitators can come in and control all the camera angles from here. Now, each of the camera angles is set up for a really specific purpose. So for example, if I was filming on camera 1, we've got this lovely backdrop in behind us here, which is great for storytelling and just as an engagement piece. Then what we've got is our camera 2, and what you'll notice in behind us here is this massive double screen where we can have on one side all of our Zoom attendees and on the other side our chat functions and our feedback areas and our breakout rooms. So it gives us this massive amount of studio quality. Camera 3, which is over here, which you'll notice points towards this big screen plasma TV. What we can do is film from this space into here, and it's almost like that shot where you're in the front row of the conference where I'm using and interacting with that screen as I click through slides. So that's our camera setup. What you can see behind me is this wall, and just for a second what I might show you is a time lapse that's really special, so check this out. Yeah, so what we can actually do is we can spin this whole set round so that we can have a blanket white space and custom set it up. That white wall that you just seen will do this for us, but otherwise this is our main presentation wall, and you'll notice we've got 2 vertically mounted TV screens, and these TV screens, what we can do is we can load up your brand and your logo. We can load those up so it feels very much like this virtual delivery is not simply one that you bought, but it's made for you. So here's our main studio setup. This is where we do the vast majority of our training, but we do have a sneaky 5th camera. And so just for a second, let's check this out. So welcome to our Lightboard studio. So this might just look as though I'm in a dark black room, but in front of me, which you can't see through the screen, is a giant pane of starfire glass, a low iron glass. What happens is if I turn around and wanted to do some strategy or model work, all of a sudden the light that is punched into this starfire glass emits, and so you get this glowing effect, which is really cool. Now, of course, the other thing that happens with this is when we are doing this strategy style work and when we're talking about the benefits and the cost and also the investment of training your people is it can create an experience, and all of a sudden, no longer do I have to get on a flip chart or a whiteboard and constantly be turning my back to you. I'm right here with you the entire way with this visual experience. And of course, whenever we're doing live training, there's the option to have this recorded and played back at a different time. And so this is our Lightboard Studio. It's fantastic for that more detailed experience around strategy and model work. Let's bring Nick in so that you can see in back of house. So welcome in, mate. And here it is. It doesn't look nearly as fancy as what it looks through the screen, but again, this giant pane of glass, we've got lights all around so that you pop on screen, and that's our lightboard effect. So there it is, our PTV 2 studios, which we've been developing across the course of the last 3 months. We're really confident that these studios will give your people the viewing experience, and of course, coupled with facilitation expertise live and in the moment, to help lift the capability of your people. So if you'd like a tour, a live tour of these PTV studios, just get in contact with us. It's our favourite thing to show people at the moment, and we'd love to show you how we can take your virtual training to a whole other level.